Hello friends, Tony here, welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you an example with this Laravel Zap. You can go to laravel-zap.com. This is a package for flexible schedule management for modern Laravel application. You can go to view the documentation, installation here, and let me just zoom it. Composer require, setup, and add on the model. In this case, we have an example with doctor, but you can use the user model and add this use as schedulers. Okay, quick start and so on. Now here I have prepared a project. I'm going to say register, and I'm going to say admin at admin.com, add the password, and I'm going to go to admin because I have installed also the Filament just for easy management. And here I have two links, doctors and patients, and also manage appointments. Here we have resource, user resource, but I have list only the doctors and patients because, as you can see, doctors I have applied the role doctor, and patients has the role patients. Now on the doctor we have edit, and we have also this link to manage the schedule. If I click here, we have a new page, manage doctor schedulers, and here we have all the list in this table, all the list of this from this doctor. So a type is availability for this date and the date this date, and from this time to this time. Also we have blocked date and date, start time, end time. Then we have appointment from this date and start and end time, also for this date, from this time and end time, and so on. We can add availability here, we can add a block here. So let's just click here and we can see. But let me just go back and see another one. This has only this availability, only one availability from this date to this date. Okay, we can add block, but as I told you, let's go back and I'm going to create a new user here. We can apply a name. So let's say doctor and doctoremail.com. Other date, email verified, I'm going to say for today. And password, I'm going to say just password. And here we can apply the user, role, patient, doctor, or admin. I'm going to say doctor, and I'm going to create this. And as you can see, created. If I go back, we have now 3 doctors, but for this one, we don't have any schedule. Okay, we can go, for this one, as you can see, we have this table. We can filter them, or we can filter. So right now we have all, but we can filter only the availability if I type, or only the appointment if we want. So we see only the appointments. Okay. Now if I go to manage appointments, we have 3 appointments only for this doctor, as you can see. And here I have added the start date and a time range from 9 to 10, for example, a reason or the name, and the doctor. Now on the doctor I have added a link, so when you click here we navigate to that manage doctor schedulers. Okay, and the patient name. Now you can also add a link to the patient and manage the patient appointments, but if you want, we can filter also here for only the today, or because as you can see we have for date 18, 19, we can see if I apply only for the day, we have only the today date. Okay, we can create appointments here for today, for example, or for tomorrow. And here we need to select the doctor. We have 3 doctors. We can select this one. And now we have the start time and end time. You can see we have selected this time by default, because this doctor has for that 19 has this 9 to 11:30 appointment, and also from 2 to 3 has another appointment. From 12 to 2 has blocked. If we go, as you can see, we have from 9 to 5, but has from 12 to 2 has blocked, so we cannot apply appointment to that one. For this reason, if we choose this doctor for this date or for another date which has that availability, we can have only this one. You can choose another, but it's going to have an error, so I have make a logic to display only the time slots that are available. Now, if I choose another one, choose this one, you can see we have from 9 to 4 p.m. Or if we choose this doctor, now this doctor doesn't have availability, as you can see, because if we go to doctors and this one, which is a doctor name, this doesn't have availability. We can add availability, so let's add, or let's just show you one more time. Let's add an appointment, and we can select first the date, and then based on this doctor here, when you select, it's going to show the start and end time. But if we select someone who doesn't have availability, it doesn't show that start time and end time, so we cannot create an appointment for this doctor. And yeah, you can add here a logic to select the doctor who has availability time slots, but for now I just added this example. So let's go and let's create an availability for this one from only 3 days, I'm going to say, from 9 to, let's say, 12. Okay, so 9 to 12, and yeah, this date. And the reason or the name, I'm going to say office here, submit, and now we have an availability. If I go now and create an appointment for that doctor, and if we select 19, now 19 is Friday, as you can see, and select this doctor, we don't show that times, because this doctor, if we go back and manage the schedule, we have this availability from this date to this date, but we choose only the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so not all the days of the week. For that, we don't have that. So if I choose another day, not this one, let's choose for Tuesday, and now let's select that doctor. Now we have the time, the start time and end time. And yeah, we can select and specify a reason here. Choose 9. And as you can see, we have 2 time slots, 9 and 10:30. 9 to 10. And now I'm going to submit. And we have an appointment for this doctor. And we go here, we have this appointment. Of course, we can manage here the schedules, edit or delete. And the same we can do here. Another one. Now we created an appointment with this for the 23 December from 9 to 10. Let's go and see if we can create another one for that doctor. Yeah, the passion is no problem. You can choose what you want. But now if I click here, the time slot is from 10:30 because we created from 9. And if we want to choose 9 o'clock again, for example, and let's say to this one, submit. Yeah, we can specify a reason, but if we submit, we're going to have an error. Schedule conflict exception. So also we can handle the exception here, but I'm going to show you what you can do. What we can do is specify here, because I have make the logic to display the time slots here. So selecting this one, now we are okay. Okay friends, this is an example. Now let's show you the code. If I open the user, here I have added the has schedulers and nothing else. Now we can see on the user resource is this. I have added the, yeah, let me just zoom it. I have added the navigation label to be doctors and patients. And on the get pages, I have added this one, register this schedule and manage doctor schedulers. If we click here now, I have added the user resource, and on the mount, this is generated with the command to generate a new page from Filament. And then I have added the table to query this record schedulers with periods, and get the query and add the reason, schedule type. And as you can see, the reason here is a record name. So you can also say name here, but I just added the reason, schedule type. So text make for the schedule type, this is availability, blocked, or default is primary. We have also text for the start date, end date, and start time and end time. We have periods, start time and end time. Also here you can play and do what you like. And a filter also, options, availability, blocked, and appointments. Now on the get header actions, so on this page we have two actions, add availability and add block. And for the add availability, we have this action, and add block this action. Also we have a form here, a text input, checkbox list, and time picker for the start and time, start date, end date. And also the block form is here, the same. And the add availability, we use the Zap package, okay, pass in the record and reason, or by default I have added this add availability. And from start date to end date, add period, weekly, days of the week, or an empty array, and save. Also display notification and reset the table, and add block the same, so you can go to the Zap documentation for that. Next we have the manage appointments. This is also a page, and also here we have a table. I get the schedules from the schedule, where schedule type is appointment, and where start date is greater or equal with today, not the other appointments, which is in the past. And here I pass the schedulers, and also we have start date, time range, reason, doctor. And here on the doctor, as I told you, I added the URL. The manage doctor schedulers, get the URL, pass in the record. And we have a filter for today, this week, and this month. Get header actions to add an appointment. And this is the same as adding availability or blocked. So we have a appointment form for date, doctor ID, and this is live, this doctor ID, because based on this selected, we update this time picker, okay? So when you select the doctor, we are going to update the section here, which I make section schema. And first I get the doctor based on the last I get doctor ID. And now if we don't have a doctor, I just return. But if we have a doctor, I'm going to get all the slots based on this doctor. So get bookable slots, and also pass in here the date, also 60 minutes here. And if we don't have slots, I just return. But if we have a slots, I'm going to return an array with time picker for the start time. And here I have applied the data list, collect of slots, filter is available, We have the filter the slots if that is available, and map start time, passing the values. And the same for the end time. And that's it. So add appointment, get the doctor, and if we don't have a doctor not found, but if we have, we are going to add an appointment schedule. So for doctor name and add appointment, from this date add period with metadata passing the patient ID, and also add a notification and reset the table. Okay friends, now this is an example using this package. Now if you want more in details or you want something, you can add a comment on my YouTube video, and I'm going to do that. Also for the code, I'm going to add the link of the repository of this project, so you can go and check yourself. If you like such videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video, share with your friends, and see you in the next one. All the best. Thank you very much.